I yield.
Thank the gentleman for yielding. And just to point out, President Biden himself a year ago said he supports efforts to divert money away from police, which, by the way, is the same thing as defunding police. If you're diverting money away from police, you're defunding police. But again, there's a resolution that's been sitting out there for a while now to
352.
Express support. I hope we would bring that to the floor and express that support. There are also a number of other issues dealing with inflation. We're seeing a dramatic increase in inflation across this country. Everything somebody buys, from going to a grocery store, we're paying more for things like eggs and milk. If you try to go on a summer vacation right now, you're paying over 40% more for gasoline. You're seeing it across the board. And that increase in inflation, dramatic increase, is a tax. It's a tax on hardworking families. This shows, for the gentleman, so many of those things. Used cars up 45%. If you can even find a car to buy because there's such a shortage when the government's paying people not to work. The borrowing, by the way, and spending of trillions of dollars, which is some of the items that are going to be coming to the floor next week and beyond, trillions more, much of it deficit spending, is part of the reason we're seeing inflation in those things. Gas, 45% up. Home prices, 15% up. Milk, 5%. Laundry machines, 29% if you can get one. You might have to wait 6 months to get a washer and dryer. All of this is a tax on hardworking middle-class families. What we should be doing is bringing legislation to the floor to confront these problems, not to keep spending trillions and trillions more in deficit spending and higher taxes that ultimately would lead to a more evaporation of middle-class jobs, which is what the majority is bringing. But I would hope that the gentleman would look at legislation working with Republicans to start addressing some of these problems that are affecting household families all across this country. Republican, Democrat, Independent, doesn't matter. They're seeing this problem. And they would like to see this Congress confront it, not make it worse with more deficit spending, with more multi-trillion-dollar spending bills and higher taxes that will ship more jobs overseas, shutting down energy production in America while the president's signing or authorizing agreements with Russia to use pipelines to ship their energy to other countries. He's shutting down pipelines in America so that we can use more of our natural resources, again, leading to higher prices across the board, things that are adversely affecting families. I would hope we could bring legislation to confront these challenges to the floor, and I would yield.
I thank the gentleman